everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today I'm here with a BlackBerry Passport, the AT&T model that I picked up off of eBay. Ta-da! Not really. This is the SE edition, not the AT&T version. So you probably, some of you knew that whenever you clicked on the thumbnail and you're like, hey, what's this dummy talking about? That's clearly the SE version, not an AT&T version. Well, not everybody knows that. I was on eBay, I peruse eBay all the time looking for BlackBerry stuff because there are some that I want new in the box for my collection. So I was looking around and I stumbled across this BlackBerry Passport SE. I already have one. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I don't really have a need for two, but I was like, yeah, that seems like a good deal. It was like 125 bucks with shipping and everything. The only thing missing is the little back plate, but I can get one of those for like $5. I'm not really worried about that. But I got it today. Turned it on, fired it up, lo and behold, it works just fine. There's nothing seemingly wrong with it, and I thought that this would be pretty neat because, I love the BlackBerry Passport. I love the SE. I remember when I bought mine like day one. When it first came out, I paid like the $5.99 or whatever. It was expensive, and when it showed up, it was like amazing. It was so amazing. It was way better than the black model that I had, and even the white model, because I had the black model, the white model, I've had the SE. The only one I haven't had is the red. I may pick one of those up at some point, but I thought this would be neat. Some people may have never even seen this. I have a lot of subscribers that, like to watch my videos, maybe not necessarily the BlackBerry ones, but for those of you who know BlackBerry, you know that this is a really, really nice phone. And normally I see them going for around at least $300 on eBay. So I was like, maybe this is a gimmick. Maybe there's something going on. I just kind of rolled the dice, the crapshoot, and I was like, whatever, 120 bucks, I'll try it. So here it is. The BlackBerry Passport SE in all of its glory. Arguably the best BlackBerry ever made. I mean, pound for pound. I mean, you look at what it brought to the table with power, with sophistication, with the big 4.5-inch 1400 by 1400 resolution screen, 3 gigs of RAM, 13 megapixel camera. Like it was like the bee's knees. Like it was really good whenever it came out. The problem was that people didn't really care for this form factor. A lot of people were already off the BlackBerry train and they had moved on to Android and Apple. So had it come out maybe a year earlier, had they launched BlackBerry 10 with this, like it would have sold like hotcakes. I truly believe that if this phone came out a little bit earlier, people would have flocked to it. I mean, with what you got, with the power, with the performance, BlackBerry 10 was much more refined than 2. I mean, it came with 10.2 and then upgradable to 10.3, which was fine. I mean, I really liked the operating system. I thought it was very good, but when it first came out, it was lacking, and it didn't have all the Android app support, the emulation. You couldn't sideload APKs. It didn't have the Amazon App Store. A lot of that stuff came later. Had that stuff been there on day one, then I think we would be having a different conversation right now, because this right here, BlackBerry 10, was basically, I mean, it's the foundation for a lot of what you see out there in Android and Apple nowadays, and it was so frustrating being a BlackBerry fan using this then and having all the swipe gestures and the peek and the poke and no navigation buttons. It was really futuristic. It was really advanced. And it was funny because back in the day, everybody was like, oh, this is not intuitive. Nobody wants to use this. This is terrible. They went away from the regular conventions. Where are the buttons at? People pick them up and they don't know what to do. There's a lot of things that they said to like throw this under the bus. And you see this in the tech community all the time, especially in like the major like news level stuff. As soon as they get something, if there's something that's different that isn't like on an Apple phone or a Samsung, they're like instantly ugh, and just throw it off to the side. BlackBerry was the whipping boy for a long time. They killed BlackBerry. LG then became the whipping boy. They killed that. So I don't know, maybe now it's OnePlus, but BlackBerry still holds a place in a lot of people's hearts, and people really like the brand. We're still waiting on the new onward mobility BlackBerry to come out. It's going to have a physical keyboard, Android 5G, all that good stuff. Hopefully it gets here soon. But yeah, I've always loved the Passport. I took a gamble on this one. I mean, there's like a couple little like micro abrasions that you can't even see unless you hit it just right with the light. Clearly the person that had this carried it without a screen protector on it, but they took really good care of it, and there's no issues with it really. It runs just fine. So I am going to set it up, put my BlackBerry ID on there, and I am going to make some more content moving forward about what to kind of expect as we transition to the end of life with BlackBerry 10 in January of 2022, which will get here faster than we want it to. So there's a lot of stuff still to be discussed with regard to BlackBerry 10, what things will look like moving forward, especially with the impact of AT&T and T-Mobile shutting off their 2G and 3G, and these phones not supporting voice over LTE. But amazing phone. If you still have one, use it while you can, enjoy it, because we don't know how much longer we're really going to be able to enjoy these with as much function as they have for making phone calls and text messages. But if you still want to use it as a Wi-Fi device after January gets here, there are still some things that we can do to have fun with them and enjoy keeping the phone around. But at this point in time, yeah, it's not something I'm going to use as a daily driver, but it's still a really cool phone. I really like it, and I thought this would be cool. Give an opportunity to show it off so some new people can check out the BlackBerry Passport SE, see this great piece of BlackBerry history that really was cutting edge when it came out, and still today people love it so much. I mean, who couldn't love this? It's amazing. But that's all that I've got. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you knew that this was a BlackBerry Passport SE and not an AT&T version from the thumbnail whenever I called it that in the title. I just thought it would be fun. Either way, I bought it as an AT&T Passport. That's what the guy had it listed as. But anyway, that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section and I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.